Okie dokie, so it's Monday and it's the beginning now of the week of no intro song. I know we've all come to love the good morning song. I have come to make it my used to thing, like the thing I'm comfortable with to start the stream every morning. But we're making an attempt today to switch it up. We're making an attempt this week to see if it makes any difference to have no intro song. So, good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura show. Good morning to all of you. There is it without the music. Hey Dina, hey Katina, hey Elsie, good morning Frida, good morning Amaris, Medina. Ooh, hello Amaris. Nice to see your different organization there. Good morning. Nice to see you. And Jenna, I didn't see Jenna. There she is. Good morning, Jenna. And I've spent mine throwing up, but I'm okay now. Oh, I'm sorry, Katina. That's awful. Well, good morning. To those of you who are new, I'm Laura. This is the Last Minute Laura Morning Show. It is warm enough to have exposed legs and to wear a dress, which is what I'm doing today. I also brought out some of my other handmade dresses so I could show you what I'm excited for with all this warm weather we've got. Oh, big yawn. For those of you that are new, I hope you'll take a second and subscribe to the channel because we get together every single morning, Monday to Friday, to get our day started, hang out, have some tea, and do a little chit chat. And then we get together in the afternoon from 4 p.m. until 6 p.m. doing some crafts, you know, hanging out, trying to make this quarantine a little bit more fun. So, good morning. Don't forget to like the video as well, friends. If you have a moment, I would really appreciate it if you could hit the like button. Just takes a second for you, but it really does make a difference for the channel. And, I mean, yikes. I've been up since like 5. I don't know where this yawning is coming from. I took a bath this morning, scrubbed down my whole body, sat in a hot bath, shaved my legs, did all that. I am feeling fresh and ready to do today, ready to go. We got another egg from our chickens this weekend. I'm expecting another one today because we are now on track with them, I think. Oh, big yawn, jeez Louise. And the chickens, what else about them? Oh, we ate our first eggs from them this weekend. We had egg salad sandwiches, and we ate eggs that our chickens laid. So, feeling pretty cool about that. I mean, they tasted good. We did a taste test with like store-bought eggs, and I'm going to be honest with you, when they were hard-boiled, I couldn't really taste a difference. I'm sure there is a difference, but I couldn't really taste it. So in my egg salad sandwich, it was not super obvious, but the sandwich was good, so that's that. The dress is gorgeous. Thank you, Dina. I sewed it. I sewed all of these ones, and I'm currently working on another one. I have not done anything to it in a while, though. I actually had a nice weekend, a nice busy weekend. It's hot today. It's going up to 27 degrees Celsius without the humidity. With the humidity, it's going to feel like 36 degrees Celsius. 36 degrees Celsius. It's what I've been waiting for, you guys. So I'm wearing my dress. My legs are out. I'm going to try and get a little bit of a tan on my legs today by sitting in the shade. That'll still give me a tan. Good morning, Sid. Nice to see you this morning. And what else? Oh yeah, the straw. We picked up straw on the weekend. Sorry, AJ, stop making me yawn. I can't help it. AJ, Amaris, you're AJ, right? Amaris Joseph? Just double checking, because I call you AJ. If you're a different Amaris, you let me know. 27, wow, what's 27? Oh, degrees Celsius, I know, finally! Out of nowhere, we had a hot weekend. It was so nice. We went and picked up straw. Remember, we found somebody to give us straw. Did I tell you guys that? I think I did. I found Oh, I'm so sorry. Ugh. We found someone who was willing to give us straw for free. And by willing, I mean they had an advertisement up. And I replied to the ad, and it was free straw. Good morning, Teresa. And I told Alex, let's go pick up some straw. Borrowed my dad's truck, and when we got to this guy's house, first of all, we took a whole truckload of straw. Like a whole truckload of straw. Not just like I thought it was going to be like a loose pile where we were just going to try and like pitchfork a bunch into our truck, which was fine. Okay, cool, Dina, thank you. But it was like bales of straw, and we got like 15 bales of straw. So we're done, we're set for the winter. It's just in the garage. Oh, happy 17th birthday to one of Katina's daughters. Oh, I hope she has a lovely day. I hope the weather's nice where you're at, Katina. And I hope whatever you had this weekend, she doesn't have. Lol, no, this is the first time I've been in the chat. I always get the notification after waking up. Amaris. Oh, we have another Amaris. That's so strange, isn't it? We have another Amaris, Medina. Amaris, we have another Amaris that we call AJ. So if Amaris shows up today, that'll be funny. Amaris Ray. Anyway, welcome. Good morning, Lori. Good morning, Maddie. Nice to see you both this morning. So yeah, it ended up being like 15 bales of hay, of straw, 15 bales of straw. So I've spread a bunch of it out. This weekend, Alex and I spent a bunch of time weeding the garden and moving rocks. So we have these big rocks about this big around our garden, and we spent a bunch of time moving them from around the garden to like the outline of where the chicken run is going to be. We found some fencing, which is very random and lucky. We live on a pretty large property, and prior to us living here, a farmer family lived here, and there's like garbage in the forest. So there's like a lot of deer bones, because when they were processing deer, it's like they cut them up and put the bones in the forest so you can find deer bones easily, which is weird. Another thing is like big farm equipment pieces, like just like the blades off of a tractor, or like what we found over the weekend was a full rolled up fence. It's like orange plastic fence, and it's probably like, I don't know, over 100 feet of fence rolled up. So we took it out of the forest, and we're going to make it into the fence for the chickens so that we can have them in a fenced area. And so we were outlining the area that we want to fence off with these big boulders, because I figured put the fence in and then put boulders on either side of the fence at the bottom, and that way the chickens won't try to scratch under and other animals won't try to scratch under without us having to like put something deep in. There's so much plastic in Bali. Isn't that frustrating when there's just garbage in places? Like we find beer bottles and golf balls and just big pieces of plastic. What's up with all those dresses? Did you make all those? Indeed I did, Lori. I made all of them. It's warm here now. It's finally warm. And good morning, Sadie. Nice to have you back. And Whisper. I didn't see Whisper. There we go. Whisper. Remember to hit that like button for people who are new. All the support links are in the video description box, as well as the link to the Discord chat. Heck yeah, they are. If you want to support the channel, you can support me on Patreon for as little as $2 a month. Check the link in the description and check it out. But good morning, Barb. Nice to see you. Good morning, Sadie. Good afternoon, Sadie, and good afternoon, Barb. So we found all this fencing, and we're going to do that for our chickens. Yes, these dresses are all handmade by me. It's warm here now. Like I said a minute ago, 27 degrees Celsius today without the humidity. With the humidity, 36 degrees Celsius. Oh, it's exactly where it should be. It's humid and wonderful. Like it's those days where like I showered, scrubbed my whole body down and put moisturizer on. By the end of the day, my skin will be like, ugh, beautiful, because my pores are going to be open all day. The moisturizer is going to have a chance to just fully suck into my body because it's going to be so hot. I'm so excited to just be sweaty in the humidity. I love hot. I love hot and sticky. That is my favorite weather. it's like awful to walk around in and to work in, but it feels so good for like your soul to just be like, it feels heavy, like the air is heavy. I love it. And I brought out a bunch of my plants. I brought out my bird of paradise plant. She's outside for the summer. As you can see, she's not behind me anymore. There's quite a few plants that are now outside, and that's where they're staying for the summer because it's summer now and they can get way more growth outside than I can give them inside, and I want them to get big and strong for the winter time. One time in my class, we're on a field trip, we found a dog in the ditch. Ugh, with choked on plastic. Yikes. I know we're having a barbecue today. Ooh, really? Is it warm? Let me see. And that is a lot of yarn. Madeline, that's so sad. Indeed it is. Finding a dead dog anywhere would be really sad. But also, we went to my parents' house. We had my daughter and her partner here for social distancing party on my deck. It was so nice and so good to see her. I will say I did something against social distancing this weekend, but I did it safely. I hugged my mama. So I haven't hugged my mom since like February, and we were at the farm and we had been talking and walking, socially distanced of course, and I said to her, what if we both take a deep breath, hold our breath, and give each other a really good hug? And she was like, I think so. And so we both went, and we had a big hug, and we weren't even touching our hands to each other, just like our hug bodies, and I got tears in my eyes, honest to goodness. I missed hugging my mama. So yeah, that was kind of really nice. Even though I know technically it was against social distancing, but I know that my mom was gonna be covered in dirt for the rest of the day because she was gardening, and then at the end of the day she was gonna be hosing herself down, showering in a hot shower to get all the dirt off anyway, so I didn't feel like, I feel like I did the safest unsafe social distance, you know? You know, I think it's probably okay. I also had a Skype date with one of my friends, and what else did I do this weekend? I did a lot of things in the house. I moved furniture around, so this room has different furniture in it. You can't see because you're seeing the same angle you always do, but on the other side of the room, I moved the couch out of the room, and I put it, guess what, in the kitchen. I have a couch in my kitchen now because, good morning, Mary, nice to see you this morning. We don't use the couch in the living room. Like, we don't hang out in our living room because it's my office. So it's like there was a couch there for like no reason. It ended up just being the place where you like put your, oh thank you Mary, it ended up being the place where you like put your stuff when you come home. Like my purse would just sit on the couch. But whenever we're cooking, Alex is always like sitting on the floor hanging out with me because he doesn't sit at the kitchen table with chairs. He just sits on the floor so that Thunder can sit with him. Even though we had a kitchen table and chairs. So I moved the kitchen table and chairs out of the kitchen, and I moved the couch from the living room into the kitchen. And it's far away from like the stove and stuff. It's like our kitchen's big enough that it fit. But now when I was cooking, Alex was sitting in the couch, and when I was waiting for the water to boil, I could just sit on the couch. It was actually like, for us, it makes a lot more sense to have a couch in the kitchen than it does in our living room, because we don't use our living room the way, I don't know, the way that you would think. So now I have this big open space, and I'm planning on reorganizing this room to allow for a lot more movement, because in July, this room gets so frickin' hot that it'll kill you, so I have to make it so that I have a little bit more air. Excuse me. I'm going to a friend's to hang out while my family builds their garage. We're gonna make a huge thing of mac and cheese to feed everyone. Oh, can I come? I'll be wearing my mask while I'm there. Good. Safety first. And Frida, that stinks. What a mess. Oh, what happened? I didn't get a hug. I got a fat clog in the kitchen sink. Oh, geez. A fat clog as in the clog was fat, or a fat clog as in a clog made of fat? Katina, I posted 2 pics of my youngest girls in Discord. You'll love Tay's hair, Laura. Half black, half blonde. Ooh. Let's have a look now. Also, don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Click that like button. Mine is not accurate anymore, so I can't tell, to be honest. Ooh, look at that hair. That's so... you know what else I love about her hair is those bangs. Those bangs are cool. I do love a good set of short bangs. Madeline, Joy, yes, totally. Dina, literally stinks. We had guys here this morning to fix it. The stench. I'm imagining not a fat clog, as in a clog made of fat, because you're vegan. What fat could go down your sink? I guess vegetable fat. Made of fat, far down the drain. Oh, under the house. Oh. That's nice. That sucks. Sorry, Frida. I ate my chicken's eggs. Yeah, what a way to start the day for sure. Not an ideal situation for a weekend. Are bangs a fringe? Yes, bangs are a fringe. So you could do the, like there's the short fringe, like here, and I like it. When I see it on girls, I'm like, oh, so edgy. And I have never had the gung-ho to go do it for myself. Okay, so Alex and I made cake also this weekend. We made a chocolate cake. It was really good. I mean, Alex made it, but I was sitting on the couch giving him the instructions. I thought so too. It could have been growing before I moved in. Yeah, probably. It must have been, because yuck. Or maybe does your stuff get connected to anybody else's stuff? Like, could your neighbors pouring fat down the drain have been part of it? I don't know. She does her hair herself. Oh, cool. Sadie, thank you. I've been wondering that for a while now. We have weird words compared to like proper English. A fringe. Doesn't that sound so much nicer? Bangs. We have bangs. Okay, so I'm going to show off some of my handmade dresses because you guys are going to be seeing them a lot more. And I know a lot of you have already seen them before, but some of you haven't. So let's start with the one I'm wearing. I used just cotton, 100% cotton. And the pattern is similar to the one that I'm using for the dress I'm making now. I have made chocolate cake with no frosting. We had strawberries and whipped cream. We had very thin Nutella between the 2 pieces of cake because like one cake mix box makes 2 cakes. But other than that, we didn't put icing on it either, Lori. So I have lace at the bottom with hearts on it. So cute. And then it does up with a zipper. It's got a high back because that's what I like. And it's all in this cute fabric. It's a circle skirt, so if you give a little spin, it's like really good for spinning in. And it makes you look skinny. This style is always good because it comes tight right at my skinniest part and then flares out. So you can't tell that, in fact, my hips are the whole side. It makes it look like, oh no, the dress is just poofy. So, next, this is the exact same dress. This one I sewed by hand. There's 2 layers to the bottom instead of just 1. There's a lace layer and then a white cotton layer. This white cotton layer is a bed sheet that we no longer were using, and it's really soft cotton, which was nice. And then the zipper I had wasn't long enough to do this back, so I had to modify the pattern to make the zipper long enough or to make the back match up with the zipper. So this one ends up with a V-neck just because I don't know, because I didn't have a long enough zipper. Same thing though for this one, it spins really nicely. And then also this is all handmade fabric. So I took scraps of my fabric and I sewed them all to one piece of fabric, the pink on the back, and then cut those fabric pieces into the proper shape for the bodice. So it's like this patchwork top and this white lacy bottom. I like it a lot. Okay, so that's those two are in the same style. And then I have two others. This is the style that I'm making right now for the hand sewn dress. And this is a modified version of that same dress. So the one I'm currently working on, the hand sewn one, is the same pattern as this. So it's gonna have these little pleats at the front, and it has the princess seam along the side. And then it's gonna be longer in the middle than it is on the sides. So you can see the longer bit. So it makes your legs look longer by having it this way. And then this one has a high neck as well. And on this one I added a little tie because I was feeling like the zipper was ugly and I thought having a little bow would be cuter. And this one is like, it really only just fits me. So it makes me look very skinny because it pulls everything in. Oh, thanks, Dina. And wow, cool, thank you, Frida. And wow, and that's amazing, thank you, Katina. Lace is gorgeous, I think so too. It looks like a teacup. Oh, that's sweet. That lace is adorable. I would love socks with that lace and cute white lacy dress. Oh, that lace is actually from Paris. My older sister travels a lot for work, and she brought me it from a market in Paris. She got it for, I think, €1 or something. Okay, and this is the same dress again, but instead of having the longer bottom, I just kept it all the same length. I just sort of modify the patterns to fit the fabric that I have at the time. So this one was a scrap dress. I had only so much of this fabric left and very small amount of this fabric, but I noticed that the red part of this one, the red part of that one, like that's pretty similar. Similar enough that when you see it as a dress, you would believe that it was on purpose, but really it's two completely different fabrics that I just decided to mix together. And this one, again, the zipper wasn't the right length, but I didn't know that I could adjust at that time, so instead I just added a blue ribbon to tie it so that it stays closed at the top. This one's like a winterier one. So this one doesn't give as much of a spin as the circle skirt, but it still has like quite a bit of fabric available, so still really like that one. And then this one I made from an existing dress that I had. This is not with a pattern. You guys have seen this fabric before. This is what I made the mask out of. But basically I just cut 2 rectangles and then I added a not zipper, what is this? Elastic. I added an elastic for the waistband, and it's just like a wide shouldered dress. It's a little short. I know it doesn't look like it's much shorter than the one I'm wearing right now, but when I'm actually wearing this one, it comes up a lot shorter. So this one's kind of like, I don't wear this out, I only wear this at home because it's a little bit shorter than what I feel comfortable in. Like, this is about as short as I'll go on a dress now. I don't really go up much shorter. And this one, when I have it on, is like 4 or 5 inches shorter. So it's fine, but I don't really wear it out as much as I would like. I wear it at home a lot though. And then last, this one was actually from, I've referred to this lady who was the mother of one of my very good friends. She gave me this dress, which was like a long 1990s bridesmaid dress. It was straight down with no shaping at all. So what I did was I cut it at the waist, and then I took all of that bottom fabric and I created a bunch of pleats and made a skirt with a bunch of pleats in it. See, there's one, there's one, there's one. And I just added a whole bunch of pleats to the front. And then I sewed this kind of makeshift belt, which is a 2-part belt. That way it can be like extra fitted. So I feel like I could fix this now. I think I have better sewing skills and I could make this even more wearable. But it's a very wide belt, but when I wear it, it doesn't look too wide. It looks the proper amount of wide. And it's kind of cute. I made it so that it has a longer back tail region, which when you're wearing it looks cute. And yeah, it's like this super soft green eyelet fabric. Very strange the way it used to look. Not strange, but it was Definitely like a 90s bridesmaid dress. Oh, last but not least, another one in that same pattern with the pleats. This one, again, made with just basic cotton. This one, I had a zipper that was the correct length, but if you can see, I wasn't a strong sewer, so the make comes out a little bit better. And I usually do a double hem, so that's like two lines of stitching. Come on. Well, usually. The one I'm wearing now, though, I put lace on because I was thinking of wearing this to a wedding that I was going to, and I ended up wearing the same style but a different fabric. So I did make a dress that I wore. I was the MC for a friend's wedding, and yeah, this is the style. Anyway. Hannemus, good morning, Hannemus. Thank you, Dina. I have all four together, all girls. Oh my god, that must have been fun. They're all gorgeous. I wish I could sew. Thank you, Lori. And you can sew, you just haven't put your mind to it for long enough yet. I'm the oldest of four, 2 girls, 2 boys. I'm the middleest of 4, 3 girls and 1 boy. It's taken me 20 minutes to take the yarn off the bobbin onto the nitty naughty. Well, that must be a lot of yarn then, jeez. Beau lapin. Aw, beautiful rabbit. I really love the ribbon closures. It adds a really nice touch. I want to try that with future projects. You should, because when are you using your, like, ribbon? I find that I have so much ribbon because I just buy it when it's cheap and when I can find it and I love it, and then it just stays in a box forever. But having it in my dresses helps. Oh, good morning, Beth. Nice to see you. And Katina, me too. And I'm so short that I can wear maxi skirts as dresses. Oh, I do that too. I love my maxi skirts all the way to the ankles. It's the hippie in me. I do love a good maxi skirt. I've got 4 summer maxi dresses. I've not made one yet. Afraid I don't have that problem. No boobs. Took after my dad. My mom's a double F. Oh, geez. I have no boobs. That's all. They're all lovely, Laura. Thank you, Frida. Nathan, hello. How are y'all doing today? Hello, Nathan. Nice to see you. And I like just below the knee. I like just below the knee as well. Like just below the knee all the way to the ground. Anything in between there makes me happy. If it's above the knee, I start to get a little bit self-conscious. I don't really like how it feels. Nice to see you too, Laura. Thank you. Did I say hi, Jack? In my head, I thought hi, Jack. So hi, Jack. Advantages and disadvantages. Of course, advantages and disadvantages depending on your boob size. Absolutely. So, yeah. I've made so many dresses, but they're not for regular wear. Fair. Scrappy. Oh, hi, Scrappy. I didn't see you come in. Good morning. I have made so many, but they're not for regular wear. I've only made for regular wear, well, my version of regular wear, which is this. What I like about making them in like really basic cotton is that I can treat them harshly. Like I can get dirt all over them and then just throw them in the wash because they're like well made, they hold together, which is kind of what I need because I'm rough with my clothes, but I do still want to wear them. You know what would be actually really cute with this dress? One of my aprons. If you notice, there's no lighting on me today. I mean, there's the sunlight, but there's no like lights. Normally I have lights on myself. They are downstairs in the dye kitchen waiting for me to go down there and film a dye video. It's time. Oh, also, when I went to my grandpa's, I told you guys about collecting the rose hips to try and plant some roses. So I shelled them so you can see. There's all the rose seeds from my grandpa's rose bush. So I'm going to soak them in water, I guess, and see if I can get them to germinate. And if they germinate, then I will try and have some rose plants. I think that would be fun. She hates it. Fair. Nathan Jackmar, good morning. So, this weekend, I spent a bunch of time at my parents' house yesterday. Ooh, gonna dye merino roving for the first time. That's exciting and nerve-wracking. Probably not nerve-wracking for you because you've done it well, not the merino roving, but the dyeing. Ooh, I want rose hip roses. Um, Wait, you don't have rose hip rose? Don't all roses make rose hips? These ones do. But these rose hip seeds, rose bush seeds, how would you call that? Whatever, they're seeds from my grandpa's gigantic, wonderful rose bush, and I want to see what happens. Um, Anywho, what am I missing? My nephew's got me a bunch of flowers to plant in my front yard. Oh, that's so sweet. Your nephews? Oh my gosh, Scrappy, I watched that video that you put up like far too many times, and then I showed it to Alex twice. Because your nephews singing like they're on Broadway made me so happy. They're so cute. They clearly have such a good relationship with you. It was really sweet to see. It was really nice. Like I was watching it being like, it's like they're completely, I don't know, it's just, you mentioned that they're like teenagers, and the idea that there's teenagers who are able to just like be having fun with their family and joke around, and I don't know, it just seemed like you have a really good relationship with them. It was really nice to see. It warmed my heart. Sorry, I'm trying to sit down in a way that's comfortable in a dress that also doesn't make me look like, ugh. Anyway, I don't have a green thumb at all. Teresa, I can relate in terms of outdoor gardening. I'm struggling. I have not planted anything yet outside. I've just been pulling out weeds and like putting things in the ground because I'm like, I don't know. Am I nervous? Am I nervous it won't work? But I want the old-fashioned rose bush with a single fragrant flowers that makes big, usable rose hips. Well, that's what this is. Frida, can I send you seeds? I mean, these roses are like, oh my god, do they smell? They smell so good. These ones smell so good. The roses, and they're big, beautiful roses. And I feel like they're a peachy color. I can't remember. They're peachy in my head. Like peachy yellow. Maybe the ends are yellow and the insides are peach, but they're so fragrant. It makes you want to like eat them. They're so like lovely. The rose hips now are mostly garbage because they have waited all winter. But imagine if I could get them to sprout. Hold on. Two of my favorite humans. They mean the world to me. They seem like they're good humans. They seem like they are like on track as good humans. I'm sure it will come out fine. Whisper, you're so talented. I agree. Just don't let it boil. Yeah, I'm sure it'll come out great. I'm not good at indoor gardening. Way better at outdoor gardens. See, I'm great at indoor gardening, and outdoor gardens, it's just like I don't see the need when I'm looking around my flower beds. Like I know, like, remove the dandelions out of the flower beds, but like my flower beds, it's like all green from dandelions and clover and creeping Charlie, and then there's like pieces of like tulips and a bush that has flowers on it and like hyacinth. Like it looks like it's like a little forest. Like I don't mind, like the weeds aren't something that catch my eye as an eyesore. And then when I removed them all, it was like, well, now it just looks empty. And like I understand that people are like, they like the dirt and then the plants, but I'm like, I would just rather have it all covered in green, personally. So my plan is to find some kind of ground cover thing that is pretty that I can just put there, because I don't like exposed dirt. I don't think it doesn't make sense to me for some reason. I look at it and I'm just like, why would we have dirt when we could have something that makes cute little flowers or something, you know? But I did figure out where I'm going to put my vegetable garden, which still has not been put in because we need to remove two bushes. One is like a burning bush. Oh, excuse me. Some kind of burning bush. And the other one is like this spiky danger bush. I don't know what I would call it. I know, but I like to teach you how to duck eggs, Barb. how to suck eggs. Is that how to not screw it up? Because that is not a saying we've got. My garden beds are covered in flowers. I plant tight so there's no dirt showing. See, that's what I would need to do, but I don't have the motivation to do that. But yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Rugosa rose hips are large and very good for jelly. Rugosa roses sometimes grow near the Atlantic coast here, and we call them saltwater roses. I'm going to check what that looks like, because that sounds cool. Saltwater roses. Well, Pinterest doesn't know what that looks like. Pinterest was just giving me rose gold aesthetic. Saltwater roses. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's nice. There's a band called Saltwater Roses. Good for them. Oh, those are what we have, like wild roses here, I think. Hold on. Rugosa rose. Rugosa roses. Oh, those are totally in my family in Nova Scotia's homes. That's what we have here as wild roses, though, with a million rose hips on one bush. That's what my wild roses here look like, the pink ones. Sorry, my nose is super itchy. Anyway, pretty flowers. I planted sunflower seeds a few weeks ago, but they haven't even sprouted. Could it be the quality of my soil? No, sunflower seeds, they'll sprout if they were gonna sprout. They'll sprout if you put them in a plastic bag with a couple of drops of water. The quality of your soil isn't gonna change it. Possibly a pest or a bird has eaten the seeds, or they sprouted and the sprouts got eaten. But no, a sunflower will, like if you put sunflowers on like a concrete step and you just spray them with water once a day, they're gonna sprout. They're like very hardy seeds. I got a new laptop for the hubby. Wow, the graphics are insanely impressive. That's awesome, Scrappy. Congrats. Jeez, good job, hubby. That's awesome. A new laptop. New technology, so fun. I mean, not always fun to learn all the new things, but if you got the same brand that you had before, then it's totally fun. So I haven't planted anything outside yet, but I'm gonna. But I'm more, pardon me? Oh, that's true. Yesterday I planted strawberries. My mom gave me a strawberry plant, and it had been sitting in the plant pot so long that by the time she gave it to me, it was 3 strawberry plants. These things clone themselves so quickly. And I went and was looking around my garden, and I found a whole bunch of wild strawberries at the edge of one of my gardens. So I dug them all up, put them into a spot under a bunch of trees in the garden, and then added the ones my mom gave. So now I have like a patch about that big, mixed of wild and non-wild strawberries. So we'll see what happens. Pretty sure the ones my mom gave me will make something, but the wild ones should be fun too. And now they're all safe. And today I have a goal of trying to get some more stones placed where I want them. It's going to be really hot, so I might do it in the later afternoon, but we'll see. I usually watch you from my phone, but decided to watch from my laptop. Huge difference. Is it better? Can you see my pores now that you're watching on a large screen? Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna move around stones. I'm gonna play with my chickens. We got another egg. I'm assuming we're gonna get another egg today because now I feel like I am a chicken whisperer. Now I know how to figure them out. Oh, also I received all of my Amazon orders for the giveaway. So I've got your giveaway, Scrappy and V if you watch this later. Scrappy and V, finally. I know I'm terrible at being on time with anything, but I got all of the quality items. I don't know if I should call them quality items. All of the items. I actually ordered something and it came, I thought I ordered the right thing and it came, it's still a good thing, it's just not what I meant. It's got one variation to the thing that I wanted it to be. It's fine, it's still a good thing, it's just not the, I thought I ordered the, I can't give you the hint without telling you what it is, so it's fine, it's still part of the prize. So yeah, the 2 prize packs are done. I just need to put them in those envelopes and send them to the USA, which I haven't done yet. But I do have to go to the pharmacy, or I have to call the pharmacy at least. So the pharmacy is also where our post office is. So I will be sending that out either Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. So, I mean, assuming that our outgoing mail is all right, then that should be coming like next week for you guys. I'm saying it like I'm proud of myself because I am, even though it's like literally months late. I apologize for my lack of quality YouTubership, but I do still love you guys. I just am bad at time management sometimes. Like putting the pictures of your animals onto Redbubble. Sometimes I have bad time management, and sometimes I spend the whole day at my parents' house instead of transferring photos, and other days I spend Laura in HD. Do we really need me in HD? I feel like we're good in like 240p. Anyway, I spent all the day on Saturday outside, but I didn't get sunburned. As you can see, I'm very, very pale because I wore long pants, long sleeve shirt, and I wore a neckerchief, which is really just a square piece of fabric folded over so that it's a triangle and then tied around my neck. Instead of tied around like a bandana, like how a doggy would wear it, it's tied around the back and it keeps the back of my neck safe. And then also I had a sun hat on and work gloves. I literally had no skin showing, like, and sunglasses. So the only part of my face that was showing was like here, because everything else was covered. I came late. What did you do this weekend? So I moved around furniture in here. There is no longer a couch in here. It's now in my kitchen, which doesn't need to make sense to you people. It makes sense to me. Alex and I don't use our kitchen the way you should. We don't sit at a dinner table the way we should. So we moved the couch into the kitchen so that while I'm cooking, Alex can sit on the couch and hang out with me. And it actually makes sense. And now, oh, something that we decided this weekend, and Jenna, it's actually kind of inspired by you without you even knowing. Alex suggested it completely separately, which is bizarre. We're gonna redo our kitchen too. So Jenna, you do yours in Christmas. What we're gonna do for ours is like a coffee shop. Alex was like, why don't we do something into the kitchen? And I was like what? And he was like, well, we could paint the walls like gray or something and then do the cabinets in like dark brown. Because we have the couch in here now, we could get a little table. And I was like a coffee shop theme. And he was like, yeah, that would be awesome, a coffee shop theme. So, isn't that cute? Because we want to have a coffee shop so we can have a kitchen that's like coffee shop themed. So we're going to take all the doors and stuff off of the cupboards, give them a little bit of a good sanding, paint them a new color. We're trying to decide if we're going to go dark and paint like dark brown or dark gray or something, or if we're just going to paint them white and then do the walls in dark gray or something. It's kind of like up in the air. But we're going to do a coffee shop theme so that it feels like we're in a coffee shop when we have our morning tea, because we don't hang out in our kitchen except to cook. Hey Karen, nice to see you this morning. So we don't hang out in our kitchen very much except to cook, and Alex sits on the floor while I'm cooking talking to the dog. Now he'll sit on the couch, and also when we're waiting for the water to boil or whatever, we'll be like on a couch in our coffee shop, and then it'll make us feel like inspired about that future dream. And Scrappy, these dresses are not recently made, they're just all of my handmade dresses, or most of them. I think we've got 2 missing from here. But it's most of my handmade dresses because it's dress season. My point was that it was dress season again. It's warm. It's going up to 27 degrees Celsius, 36 degrees Celsius with the humidity today, and I'm looking forward to it. So because I'm looking forward to it, I was like, look, I'll be able to wear all these clothes again. We don't use the kitchen table either. Coffee shop theme sounds great. Don't you think? I think it would be fun. So yeah. What's gonna be in there is some of the doors. I don't think I want to put them back on, like onto the shelves. I think there's a few that I want to leave with no doors, because like, you know how in a coffee shop all the coffee cups are like visible. If you go to a coffee shop where they use like mugs like the cute coffee shops, you know? And then we can't change anything permanent, like we can't redo backsplash or anything like that. So we're just going to incorporate the colors that are already in there. And the colors that are in there are kind of like a golden yellow and then marble with gray, brown, and black. So we figured golden yellow can be like the accent color, like if there's a pillow on the couch, it can be yellow. If there's a thing on the counter that's themed, it can be yellow. Other than that, it can just be like brown and gray, dark brown and gray. We took our dining table out and put a drum set there. My husband used to be in a band until he got cancer, 28. He's been in remission for 13 years. Oh, that remission is good, right? Remission means nothing bad is happening. So good. That's awesome. And also, I love that you have a dining room drum set, because good. Might as well have what works, have what you use. And plus, this room, like I said earlier, it's going to be really hot in this room in the summer, even with the air conditioning on, because the windows are so big. And I have windows on like 3 sides. Like this room has 2, this room has this whole big window. It gets pretty hot in here. So I want to have enough room for air to move. And I want as little furniture in here as possible. So I'm going to be moving stuff around to make it a little bit more airy for the summer, because it's going to be hot. It's going to be hot and humid. The whole week 109 is a little much. I feel like we don't have, I don't know what it is in not Celsius, but right now it's 22 degrees Celsius. And for the next few days, 28, 26, 23, 20, and then we have 3 cool days, 17, 17, 17, and that goes back up. But we don't have any cold nights anymore. Awesome that he's in remission, Katina. Okay, so remission is the good thing. That is awesome that he's in remission then. Sorry, the word remission doesn't sound positive. Like on its own, remission doesn't sound like a good word. Like thriving. When I hear that word, I think writhing, like writhing in pain. So when someone is thriving, I always I have to reset my brain to be like thriving is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Remission sounds like, it doesn't sound like when you use the you know what I'm saying? Like the sound of the word, it doesn't sound positive, even though the meaning is good. Yeah, how are you, Karen? Haven't seen you in a little while. How have you been? Oh, you want to be proud of me? Alex and I have done yoga every single day for, I think day 9 today will be day 9, so 8 days in a row so far. And we've been doing it every night. Yoga, just a bedtime yoga sequence. It's like nothing special, but it definitely is good. I can crack my back more easily now because I can stretch it to the point where I can crack it. So that makes me feel nice. So after the stream today, my plan is to sit outside with the chickens and have another cup of tea while I watch the chickens, and then I'll put them away, and then I'll come in here, and I think I'm going to clean out my plant room. I'm going to move around some furniture in here, and I think I am going to get started filming. I still haven't filmed, so I think I'm going to get started filming. Everything's downstairs. My camera, I gave Alex the sound thing and the video thing, and I was like, hey, if you have time, do you want to set up my new toys? So if he does that, that would be amazing. Alex. Anyway.
Camera thing, screen is set up.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you try it?
Yeah.
Is it cool?
Yeah.
Is it really cool?
You'll see.
Cool. Anyway, what did Katina say? I know, I don't like remission either. There should be a better word for someone beating cancer. Yeah, totally. Like remission doesn't sound like anything finalized. It feels like it should be like, yeah, something that makes you feel like beat, like he stomped. I don't know, like he stomped that cancer. Now I have to go take pics of yarn, so have a great day. Oh, see you later, Sadie. Have fun taking pics of your yarn. I might do that today too, actually. I have some yarn that I'm going to put up for sale, and it's a beautiful sunny day. It might be a good day for that. we're going to have, oh, excuse me, 18 to 21 degrees for a week now, Celsius that is. I'm so going to be bathing before May ends. It's tradition. Going bathing before May ends. Do you mean like in the lake? Because I hope you're bathing regularly. You mean in the lake, don't you? It's tradition. Yikes, cold lake. But you do you, Frida. You know what's funny? Frida, like, is Frid. What language is it? It means cold. Like froid is en français, but there's a language that it's Frid is cold, so that would be funny. Have you started dyeing your new yarn, Laura? No, but I brought all of the ingredients for natural dyeing downstairs. All of it is in my kitchen. The camera is ready. All the lighting is downstairs. Pretty much after this, I can go do that. But first, I'm going to hang out with my chickens. And I also still have to transfer the images from my computer to Redbubble because I spent all weekend outside at my parents' house and here in the garden. So don't be mad. In the lake. I figured in the lake. Okay, good. But Scrappy, it's happening. It's happening. It's happening. What I'll do is today I will be starting it. Fria is cold in Spanish. Oh, cool. No di fria. Frida. Fria. Cool. But yes, it's happening. It's happening. It's happening. I just what I'm going to do is film a clip because there's a lot of waiting in natural dye because you have to like simmer stuff for hours at a time. So what I'm going to do is get started on like intro. Hi, I'm going to be doing this dye today, and then do the first step, and then it's like an hour between the first step and the next step. So in that hour in between, I'm going to come back upstairs and reply to comments, reply to emails, and transfer images. I have to reply to the email of the lady from the museum today, because it's my turn to reply. She replied last, so now it's my turn. And then after I do like an hour of that, I'll go back down to the yarn and do another 15-minute clip of, okay, now that that's done, we're gonna do this. And then there's gonna be an hour off in between that, and I will use that for the same thing. It's just gonna be back and forth today. Downstairs, natural dye, upstairs, computer work. So it's happening. Today it's a natural dye film day, computer work day. So I'll let you know how far I got on that in the afternoon stream. Do you guys want to still do drawing today, by the way? I'm very happy to continue with drawing. I've been really enjoying it. If you are tired of drawing, I can figure out something else for us to do. We could do crochet stitches that you might not know yet. We could do something a little bit more complicated. Basically just like a dishcloth, but in a fun new stitch. Because I've been learning a lot of new stitches for no reason, just on my spare time. I've just been practicing a bunch of new stitches. So there's that. We could do that. So new stitches, drawing. That's kind of all I want to work on right now. I don't really want to do sewing on camera. My fingers are pretty messed up from not last week, but the week before when I was feeling anxious. I ripped all of my nails off and all the skin around my fingers. They need like a week off of anything that's going to be interfering with my actual finger skin. I feel bad for them. I'm so bad to my hands sometimes. Sometimes I'm so good and my fingernails will grow nice and long. All it takes is one really bad weekend of like anxiety and then my fingers look like jacked up. And right now they're like jacked up. So I don't want to do any hand sewing right now because they hurt. But I can do, like I said, crochet or drawing. I think those two are the ones that I'm interested in right now. Whatever you're into. What else? I don't feel like I have much else going on to talk about. I want to finish sewing that dress. I have masks to sew. My mom and my sister both want masks from me, so I have that. I've had really bad chewing week this week too. Sid, is it not the worst thing? I hate when I get like a hangnail and then I'm like, oh, I'll just pull it back, because that always doesn't work. And then you end up with like, ouch. It's not like a cut, it's not bleeding, it's just like very sensitive, thin skin. Very frustrating. Saturday, my fingers look like they went through a meat grinder. That's me right now. Like, they're seriously jacked up. It's so frustrating because it's like, I don't like how it looks. I think it looks ugly, but also, once I get to this point, I literally just have to wait for it to heal. There's nothing that I can do. I just have to wait now because it's my own fault. Also, this happens when I sit without sitting up straight. So now I'm like a cool Met Gala person with this big thing. I won't make it for the afternoon. It's a holiday here. Happy holiday. Hubby is off. We're undecided where we're going, but we want to get out and about since all the national parks and forests are open. That's awesome, Scrappy. Enjoy. Have an awesome time together. But do something that's cool so you can tell us about it tomorrow. I think parks have opened, some of them here, but not like provincial parks. Like the Devil's Punch Bowl is one of our close parks, and it's not even a park, it's just a nature space, and it's still closed. We went out for ice cream this weekend as well. We went to Dairy Queen, and I got a sundae. Alex got an ice cream cone. Didn't get blizzards because I wasn't in the mood. I have to keep my gloves with me anytime I'm at home so I could put them on the second my fingers go to my mouth. For me, it's not even like often my mouth, it's like I'm picking at them with my other fingers. Like, I'll just do that. Ugh. I'm glad I finally caught one of your streams. Me and my youngest are immunocompromised and been home since March 15th. This makes me feel like I'm not so alone. Thank you. Oh, that's awesome, Amaris. Well, that's what we're here for, right? We're all stuck at home right now. We might as well spend time with friends, having our tea/coffee/snack/breakfast, whatever, just chatting about what's going on. So, do you make things, Amaris? By the way, for those of you who aren't aware, this is a different Amaris. We have our other Amaris, who's usually here in the mornings, the one that just turned 25. Happy belated birthday now, Amaris. And now we have a new Amaris. Isn't that fun? That's such an uncommon name here. I've never heard that name before, and now there's 2 people in the stream. So interesting. Good morning, Noemi. Nice to see you this morning. Wow, love the dresses, love the floral fabric. Thank you very much. I'm a floral lady because I am a whimsical woodland fairy. Although, check out this hair. It's almost white now. I mean, the back area back here, you can still see the pink, but like up at the front, we don't have a ton of pink going on. I have to do this after I brush through it though to make it tall again. I like having it nice and tall, like a, what is it called, a cockatoo. Ta-da! Anyway, because it's a stimming thing, not really anxiety for me, so once I start chewing it takes a lot to stop. I don't know if it's an anxiety thing, I just always call it that. I don't know if it's when I'm feeling anxiety. I feel like I do it sometimes and then it ruins everything, but sometimes I won't do it for a long time, but I can't really stop it. You know. Gloves though, not a bad idea, especially when it's like this. So I'm gonna bring some plants outside as well. Nomi, your hair is cotton candy cloud and I love it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it is pretty pale pink these days, but I think I'm gonna keep it around like that for a while. I'm into it. I wonder, I just call it an anxiety thing. I don't know. I don't know that I feel anxious when I do it. It's just sometimes it happens. So that's life. That's what all the people say. So I'm looking around to see if there's any plants. Oh yeah, my Prince of Orange, the leaf was born. Remember last week we had this leaf that was about to be born? Now my Prince of Orange, Philodendron Prince of Orange, now has a brand new leaf that has come out, and look at that color. Isn't that beautiful? So bizarre that it comes out so bright. And then it'll fade to, first it'll fade to this sort of olive green color, and then after a little while longer to a brighter green, and then it finishes at this like nice dark bright green. Pretty cool. The pale pink is very spring. Thank you. I'm a spring fairy, so good. Frida, the purple's fading too, but I have 2/3 of the jar, yeah, 2/3 of the, I'm guessing jar left, the dye. I don't have any dye left, I only have yellow, so I'm gonna wash this until it's all the way out of my hair to see what we're left with, and then we're going to be able to pick anything because this is gonna fade all to like the palest of pinks. I tried to upload a profile picture so I wouldn't just be an orange icon, but I guess it didn't work. Sometimes when it's a Google thing, it takes a little bit of time, AJ. Not AJ, sorry. See, I'm used to calling Amaris AJ. This is a different Amaris. Amaris. I crochet a lot. Nadia Hooker live on EG. Oh, I think I might follow you. Naughty Hooker life, because LOL. Naughty Hooker life. Oh, I'm not following you. Cool stuff though. If they could see me now. Cool. Sid, I tap and wave and stuff. Fidget spinners actually work. Oh. Not for me. I just lose them. Pale pink is very spring and hold on. I've noticed I chew more when I'm trying to chill and zone out, shut my brain off, LOL, the opposite of what is helpful. I tried to upload a profile, oh, there we go. Tap and wave and stuff. I'm wondering if I could like tap to not do my nails. I think I would pick tapping over ripping off my finger skin. Cause not even my nails, it's like the skin around my fingers too. It's like not cute. Not cute. As long as it doesn't happen the next time I need to have my hands photographed. When will that be? Probably my marriage, my wedding. Need a rest that heats. Hold on. Back. Need a rest that heat's really killing it today. And I made a boo-boo with a blanket border. Hold on. Need a rest that heat's really killing it today. Like it's hot out? And I made a boo-boo with a blanket border. That's frustrating. Sorry about that. That makes me feel rage for you. I need a brew, a British brew, not a North American brew, because that is beer here. Ooh, fidget rings, fun. I pinch myself, but I really try not to. Alex noticed that I do that, Frida. I don't mean to, but here, if I'm just sitting and like there's nothing going on, I'm pinching here, like often, and Alex noticed it. I never noticed. Like I know I do it, but I didn't notice it was like a noticeable thing. And Alex noticed, he was like, stop doing that. Why do you pinch yourself? I didn't realize that was like a thing either. Anyway, I'm gonna head out. I want to take the dogs for a walk since nobody is out and about and it's nice and cool. Have a fabulous day, everyone. Scrappy, you too. Have a great rest of your day and enjoy your afternoon. Go cruise somewhere. Spend time with the hubby. Have a good time and we'll see you tomorrow. Could do it with a beer too. I mean, hey, it's afternoon for you, right? So it's 5 o'clock somewhere. So what's the vibe for this afternoon, you guys? Do you want to do more drawing or do you want to do some crochet? Either way, I'm fine. Afternoon stream is craft time. We can decide in the Discord chat. Ugh. Also look, beautifully shaved armpits for you guys. I've been doing all kinds of other stims again since I got my anti-anxiety meds. The only thing that works for me is to cover up my hands. Thanks though, I do appreciate the caring. Yeah, I don't know. Have a nice day, Scrappy. Yes, definitely. Getting pink Vans. Ooh, that'll be fun. Aw, thank you. Hi, Kim. You look beautiful in your dress. I can't stay. I'm working. Love you guys. Bye. Love you too, Kim. Have a good day. Stay safe. And we'll see you later. Pink Vans. That sounds fun. I feel like I have my black Keds, and I use those all the time. I also use my crazy sandals outside. How did it go? Were they comfortable? Did you get a lot of people going, look at those shoes, girl. Or do you mean like just in your backyard? I pretty much wear either no shoes or closed-toed shoes. Actually, is there a way that I can lift my foot up without showing you my whole underside of my skirt? I'm gonna do this. Look at the bottoms of my feet right now. Do you see the wounds? I wore no shoes outside this weekend. Both of my feet look like that. Both feet have wounds all up on them because I was walking around with no shoes, and then the chickens ran away, and so I chased after them with no shoes and had to run through the forest with no shoes on. Not a big forest, but like I still had to run through forest floor with no shoes on, and I cut up both my feet. Instead of just stopping, going and get my shoes, and coming back, I ran around with no shoes. So what happened was the chickens were in a spot that wasn't super shady. Like, it wasn't in direct sunlight or anything, but it wasn't shady. And I went out to check on them, and they have shade in their structure. They have a shaded spot. But I guess it wasn't enough because I went out and they were panting, and I started like worrying about them. They had water, they had food, but they were panting. And as soon as I opened the door, they both like ran, and I haven't seen them run like that, ran out of the structure straight to the forest, and they both lied down in the dirt in the forest. And I was like, oh my god, they're so hot that they're like panting, and they ran to the shade. So I got their water refilled. Their water was still cool. It was too hot. I guess they didn't want to drink water because they were hot. Anyway, filled their water up with new cool water, moved their chicken coop, Alex did, to a shady spot. It's like a tractor, a portable chicken coop tractor. Moved it to a spot that was like in the shade. Put new grass in there for them, put new straw in there just in case they wanted fresh stuff. And then started trying to chase the chickens down, but they were running away to stay in the shade, to stay away because they thought we were going to try and put them back in the sun, I guess, and they were hot. So I caught each of them, and I had a big pot, like I have a big pot that I'm using as a bucket because it has a handle like a bucket. And I filled it with water, Alex filled it with water, and then I sat the chickens in there just to cool them down. It wasn't cold water, just cool water. I sat them in the water, just the bottom halves of them, their feet and their bums, and part of their tail. And after like I gave them about a minute each bird, put them out, they shook off, and then they went to their coop and drank a bunch of water. So I was nervous. My mom said, oh my god, wouldn't that have been terrible if you cooked your chickens the first week you had them? And I was like, I didn't mean to. I didn't realize how hot it must have gotten in there. So now that I know, they are going to have the coop pretty much in shade exclusively, the tractor I mean, and then when we let them out to free range, they can choose to be in the sun or not. But there's not going to be a coop in the sun because I don't want to see that again. That looks stressful. Chickens panting, my poor girls, they were hot. And then when we closed them back up in the coop, they laid an egg, so they're okay. And they're okay this morning. Like, I checked on them already. And they were okay yesterday when I checked on them again, but poor girls. They got overheated. But they're still okay, so don't worry about them. They were comfy. But it wasn't so hot outside, so I had long pants. Didn't notice any stairs. That's fun. Even if you got stairs, I think that they would have been jealousy stairs because those sandals are pretty jazzy. Jazzy sandals. Ugh. I took a bath this morning at 5:30 until like 6:30. I took a bath, which was awesome. I spent about $400. Oh my god, but to be fair, most of that was for the drain. Okay, well good that most of it was for the drain, but also, ugh. But also, what else did you get? Did you get anything else fun? The pink Vans. So, what am I trying to say? Oh yeah, I took a bath this morning. It was amazing. It was quiet, except for like the birds waking up, which was beautiful. I was in the bath as the sun rose, which was beautiful because our bathroom turns like bright gold in the sunrise. Amaris, it was 2 days before my picture finally showed up. Oh, from switching it from your Gmail or whatever, right? Like your Google photo. But yeah, I had a very good time. I like scrubbed my whole self down because I've been out playing in the dirt all weekend, and then I got out of the bath and I moisturized my whole self, so I'm like smooth, like I didn't play in the dirt all weekend, and like I'm gonna play in the dirt all week. I'm gonna be honest. It's pretty nice out all the time. I hope it doesn't take that long. Hopefully not. But same, I'm pretty sure that when I switch mine, it still takes a while. The pink Vans, electrodes for the tens, painkillers, and ear cleaner for Millicent. Okay, so they're all like grown-up things. It's not, except the pink Vans are kind of fun and grown-up things. But I mean, it's not like you spent $400 on like house plants or something. Well, no, those are useful in my opinion. What's something that's like for just for fun? Yarn. It's not like that's still useful, but you know what I mean. It's not like you spent $400. How about it's not like you spent $400 on a pair of crochet hooks or a set. Spending $400 on a set of crochet hooks, that'd be a bit much, I think. Otherwise, though, not so bad. Guys, I know it's only 9:15, but I am like itching to get outside. I think I'm gonna call it now. Yeah, necessary stuff, absolutely. I think I'm gonna call it now so that I can go and see my chickens for a little while and then get started on the inside stuff because the day is gonna get too hot very quickly. I'm gonna be back though at 4 p.m. and in the Discord we can decide if we're gonna do a crochet tutorial afternoon or if we're gonna do a drawing, watch me draw along sort of thing. It's up to you guys. I'm happy either way, whatever you're into. But let me know in the Discord what you want to do. And also, if you've got a minute after the stream ends, leave a comment on the stream. It really does help the videos get out to the world. And yeah, I'd really appreciate it. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And like the video if you haven't liked the video yet. And come back at 4. We're going to be doing some craft stuff at 4. Anyway, I hope you guys had a really good weekend. I had a really good weekend. I love you guys, and thank you for being here with me. It's always great to have you, and I will see you at 4 p.m. Eastern. Okay, have a good day. Drink water, wash your hands, be nice to the people you're quarantined with because you're still going to be stuck with them for a while, and get outside if you have the opportunity today because it's good for you. I hope it's good. I hope it's good for you where you live to get outside, but anyway. Talk to you later. Bye.